Hey guys, so one of the projects that we have today is going to be a short one, but we're going to be creating, if you will, kind of a I don't want to say telescoping, but kind of almost like a collar type formation for a banner placement. So whenever we hold our airsoft from the road, we have this banner, and you can see the banner right down here, right? It is our Bandit Brothers airsoft poster / banner. And so we always display it the morning of so that when you drive down the street, you can actually see where you're actually going. And also if you're new, you know where to kind of pull in and you don't have to try to guess. Not that all the hedgehogs in the trenches won't give you the clue enough in the first place. But the challenge I have is I've taken two 10-foot T-posts and I've put them in the ground. And in order for me to reach the top, honestly, almost every time we get together, I have to have, Bone Crusher gets down on his hands and knees, I step on his back, we get up to it. So I'm trying to prevent away from, or come up with a different way so we don't have to do that. I don't want to keep a ladder out there because I'm afraid that, you know, it's with it being so close to the road, that could easily disappear as someone might need a ladder more than I do, and therefore I'm back to square one. So I'm trying to come up with a system, and I've got like a 2-inch PVC, so like a Schedule 40 collar that I'm thinking of going over it that will be able to slide up and down, meaning I've already got it kind of cut. So I took two 8-foot pieces and I've cut them down into 6-foot lengths. What I'm doing is then I'm drilling a hole on each end and putting these eyelets that are kind of screwed on the inside with a little bit of a medium strength thread locker on it. And I'll put one on this side. And this can go actually over and onto the T-post so that it can come all the way down to the ground. I can hook this one up, hook the bottom one up, and then I can slide it back up like this, and then at a certain point on the actual T-post, I can insert like a cotter pin or basically something that will hold this up, that will then raise the banner up to that level with bungee cords of color connected from the eyelets over to the actual banner itself. All right, so got one, let's do another. Just going to take a little bit of this is the medium strength. I'm not going to use the high strength. I want it to be able to be removed, but at the same token, I don't want it to be removed unless I'm intentionally removing it. I'm going to put a little bit of that in on the threads, drop it in. I'm going to take this on the inside. There. So then in a sense you can kind of see on the inside how that's fastened, and that's got kind of that blue medium strength thread lock on it. So now I'm going to do that with this one as well. All right. So basically, you guys, with this stuff, all I'm using is this is just a 2-inch. That's all it is a Schedule 40 piping. And then as far as the actual eye bolts are concerned, these are basically just a 3/8 inch by 2.5 inch eye bolts with the nuts on them. And these are the zinc plated ones that I've got. I'll be spray painting all of these afterwards, meaning not just the eye bolts, but also the actual, the piping as well. So let's finish up the last one, and then we'll go ahead and get a coat of black on them to kind of help them blend in, if you will. So just going to take the threads, going to take a little bit of this thread lock. I'm not exactly sure where it's going. I'm going to just like that. Okay. I'll let that go all the way down. Now I'm just basically holding that nut on the bottom side of this, and I actually pre-drilled these out. These are 3/8 inch holes that I drilled through here. Oh, there we go. Get it lined up. Then I've got them so that they're lined up straight up and down. So again, you can see kind of how it got that side and then this side right here. So I really think this is going to be the cat's meow when it comes to making the whole setup process just that much easier for us. It's just one of the things that helps us kind of develop systems for our airsoft crew, and I love making them here in my shop. Who doesn't love having a wood shop with a cause? And today that causes a banner maker. So now let's go ahead and take them outside and get these painted. So I always like the flat black, especially for what we do at Airsoft. It's more military-esque, if you will. But let's go ahead and get this going here. We're gonna spray these down. I'll hopefully do this in fast forward so you don't have to watch all of it. All right, you guys, so here is the final version. All right. Black goes on that side. Whoa, whoa. Black hawk down. Red goes on this side. As you can see, no longer needing to step on Bone Crusher's back, who is filming. Thank you, Bone Crusher. This gets elevated. Bolt goes through, rests down on top of that. Same is true on this side. And then we just shore it up, do the last bits at the bottom. And this one to pull it nice and tight. So as you guys could just see, it allows for us to do a single operator kind of setting it up in the morning, which makes it a lot easier. I don't have to crush Bone Crusher's back, and when the vehicles are coming over the hill, it elevates it just a little bit more, which allows them to start slowing down in enough time, because coming over that hill, it really sneaks up on you, the property. So I'm not even sure what we're gonna call it. What should we call it? The telescoping banner apparatus.